title of this discussion is The Lifeguard in the Storm. And people were questioning, well, what do you mean by the storm? Well, let me tell you what the storm is, because it's coming, and it's big, and it's dangerous, and we're closer to the storm than we've ever been in our lives. The storm we're about to see is unprecedented in the history of the planet Earth. I mean, can I make it any bigger than that? Okay? The storm we're about to see is a brand new phenomenon that has never happened before, and no one is ready for this storm. No institution, no government agency, and frankly, individuals are completely unready for this. We're unprepared. The storm we're about to see is 70 million people run out of money in retirement. Think about that for just a second. All right, now, we all know the demographics, and I'm going to cover some of the demographics briefly because I think it's important to understand this, because actually, the demographics are very good. They're very powerful for our industry. But we are about to see a gigantic generation of Americans who are not prepared in any way financially for a 30-year retirement. And now, we understand that the baby boomers, and the baby boomers are generally the sweet spot of our client base. I think you're comfortable with that concept. We understand they've been retiring, and you know the statistics, 10,000 turn 65 every day. Okay, so we get the retirement concept, but what we haven't seen yet is retirees going broke. And that's about to start happening. And that is going to call into question the entire structure of the financial services profession up until this point. Has anyone ever been a real lifeguard, like a Red Cross trained lifeguard? One of the things they teach in Lifeguard School is how to take control of a drowning person. Why? Why? What will a drowning person do to the lifeguard? They will drown you. They will suck you down. You can't let them do it. In fact, when you graduate Lifeguard Academy, you get a paddle. This is your graduation present from the Lifeguard School. We give you a paddle, and on one side it says Lifeguard Academy, and we teach you how to use the paddle. Classic example of how to use the paddle, okay? You're talking to a prospect or a client, they're in your office, and you're giving them this elaborate, you've created a fairly elaborate plan for them. It's a successful plan, it's going to work, but they have these ridiculous questions, okay? Client says, well, what's the alpha on this portfolio? What's the duration on the bonds? A duration, like they understand any part of this, okay? Salesperson has to go into objection handling mode. And you've got to be able to, well, let me explain what alpha, risk-adjusted return, we're using a blended, duration is calculated based on the income payment. Stop. Lifeguard, different conversation. Lifeguard. George, you're asking a really jackass question here, okay? You're asking a question, I mean, come on. If I could make up a number, you wouldn't even understand what the hell I was talking about. Let's be honest. You're trying to look smart. It's ridiculous. You think I'm trying to sell you something. I've been trying to save your family's future for the last 6 months. I've been dripping on you to make a decision here. It's time. Today's the time. I have no more time to waste with you. I'm going to the John. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Get in the boat or get the hell out of my office. And if you think that's harsh, I'm telling you, that's what people need. You row your boat into a sea of drowning prospects, you drop the ladder in the water and you go, please let me save you. Some will come aboard and some will go, what are the 12B1 fees on that? And you take the paddle and you hit them over the head because the other side says, get in the boat, get in the boat. I'm trying to save you. Look, again, I am obnoxious, so tone it down for your Midwestern sensibilities. American Equity is like Des Moines, okay? It doesn't get any whiter bread than that. I mean, that's like, no, they're great people. That's where you want, look, that's where you want American Equity to be. Last place to put an insurance company is, Vegas. Let's go to Vegas. I come from the Wall Street model, and that Wall Street model for a long, long time, like 150 years, has been a model designed to get people up the mountain. Do you know what I mean by the up the mountain metaphor? To accumulate assets, okay? And now we're going to start to see people come down the mountain And we're already seeing this. And you know this, and I talk about this in public events, and the public doesn't understand this, okay? The skills necessary to get up the mountain are completely different than the skills to get down the mountain. And nobody's ready for this, except you. You have a competitive advantage right now that is unbelievable and unprecedented, and we need you, okay? Not we, but they need you. 70 million Americans need you right now. So that's the message. Let me get into some of this. We'll have some fun. Today, you got to be completely upfront with people. And the interesting thing is intelligent people don't mind you getting paid. And if somebody does balk at you getting paid, that's not a client. That's not somebody you want to work with. That's a moron, okay? No, let's be honest. I mean, if anybody wants quality financial advice but doesn't want their advisor to get paid, look, smart people, people with money do not mind you getting paid. What do they mind? They mind being hosed under the table. You understand what I mean? They mind being blindsided by something that you didn't tell them. Well, you never disclosed this. Okay, you know what? Here's what I tell people. I say, listen, I want you to understand something. I get paid on everything we do. Everything we do for the rest of our relationship. I'm going to get paid on it, and you're the one that's paying me. I will disclose to you up front how much you're paying all the time. Before we do anything, you'll know exactly what it's going to cost you, but I am going to get paid. Do you have a problem with that? And if they say yes, then we got to have a come to Jesus right there. This is not a relationship. You don't understand. I'm sorry. Look, I'm from New York. I'm very direct. You don't like it? Tough. Get the hell out of my office. No, I'm serious. Some of you are like from the Midwest. You're very, well, I'd like to be paid if you don't mind. I don't mind working for free. It's okay. Yeah. And that's enough. I'm sorry. Spouses, I'm sorry. Next one is big. It's very big, it's very important, and it's very powerful, and it's going to be difficult. We're transitioning from men to women. What does this mean? This means that we are going from a male-dominated profession for the last 100 years to a female-dominated profession. This is the golden age. Yes. Yeah. Woo for you, all right? Because I'm screwed. I mean, guys, look at me, all right? Look, you got two choices. Get a woman on your team, or there are surgical options you are free to explore, all right? Why do women clients like to work with women advisors? Why? They trust you. What do you mean, they don't trust men? How's that possible? Well, how about 3 million years of evolution, okay? I mean, think about it. Women like to work with women, and if you're going to work with women, and some guy always comes up to me, at the end of the meeting, somebody, Frank, I'm very good with women. Women like to work with me. My best clients, No. Just the fact that you think that says that you're not, okay? You got to learn how to work with women. One of the techniques we teach, one of the skills we teach in the 2-day program is a communication skill called active listening. Have you ever heard of active listening? Active listening is a skill that comes from the world of psychiatry. These are the professionals who active listen. Very important. I'll give you a stupid example of this. Active listening. Real world example, okay? I come home from work, I see my wife, and I say, "Hi, honey, how was your day?" And I go into what's called passive listening mode. Passive listening means I'm just trying to get through the next 45 minutes, because when you ask my wife how was the day, you get the whole day, okay? Like in chronological order, which is a giant pain in the ass. I was looking for the short report. "Hi, honey, here's food," okay? Great day. Nobody died. Have something to eat. Good. Occasionally, I like a good relationship with my wife. 2-3 times a month, maximum at this point. At that point, I shift to active listening mode, okay? Active listening. "Hi, honey, how was your day?" And then I take off the glasses, okay? This is a very powerful gesture. If you don't have glasses, get them. It's a very good thing. The subliminal message is very important. I look into her eyes. I do not interrupt her. I do not try to solve her problem. What the hell did you do that for? I don't use judgmental language. I use supportive and reflective language. Really? Wow. Tilt of the head, very important. Subliminal message. Okay? Learn how to do this. I'm serious. Women go crazy over this. It's insane. I tilt the head and go, wow. How did you feel about that, honey? Yeah. Feelings, emotions. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, shoot me, okay? It works. Guys, I'm telling you, give it a shot. This is your reason for being, folks. I'm not a religious guy, but I honestly believe that we were put on this planet to do good. Are you okay with that? I'm totally okay with that. The good you do is extraordinary. And by the way, you're the only profession whose skill transcends death. Think about it. You do great things for the client dies, the great things live on. How many of you do seminars and workshops? Live? Okay, excellent, excellent. This is a golden age for the educational workshop. I mean, if you haven't done them in a long time, or if you've never done them, people are coming out of the woodwork to hear about educational stuff, to hear about retirement planning. I work with a company on the outside called White Glove Workshops. I don't know if any of you have heard of them, but it's worth taking a look at. Completely new seminar model. No more feeding the plate lickers. And I hate the term plate lickers, but if you've ever done a seminar, you know what a plate licker is, okay? I used to do seminars in Florida, which is plate licker central. I had a table of people celebrate a birthday during my seminar. Yeah. I'm up there doing my thing, and there's this table in the back. The waiter comes in with a cake and candles, and I'm going, no, get out of here. What are you doing? He goes, oh, table over here. I said, oh, okay, come on in. I paid for their birthday. It was so nice. They brought all their friends. We had a cake. I mean, what's the only thing you could do at that point? You know, you got to stop and sing happy birthday and make people think you were in on that. I wanted to gun them all down. Stockbroker kills 12 at public seminar. They were plate lickers. I hate them. I'm a violent guy. At heart, I'm a violent guy. Target market. I ask advisors all the time, do you target market? And they go, oh yeah, we target market. Great. Who's your target? Retirees. No. Just say mammals if you're going to say retirees. Retirees is not a target. It's too big. Narrow your focus. I'm telling you, it's not easy to target market, but when you learn how to do it, it's like, whoa, where'd this come from? This is a gold mine. Of the 100 top advisors that I know in this industry, 95 of them target market. And there's many kinds of target marketing. We'll teach you this. There's also something called geographic target marketing, which is where you pick a town and you say, I want to own this town. And there are strategies for doing that. It's very powerful. Master referrals, which I love. I wrote a book on referrals. It's a fantastic book. Does anybody have my referral book? If you've ever come to one of my meetings, if you don't have the referral book, in the email, just put referral book, and I will send you an electronic version of the referral book. Okay? I don't like to sell things. I'm giving it to you. But you got to read it. It'll help you tremendously because referrals are a big, big gap in our skill set. We've been taught very bad ways of getting referrals. The techniques that we teach were 75 years old. I need your help to grow my business. I get paid 2 ways. Who else do you know? None of that stuff works anymore. Got to learn some new stuff. Very powerful new stuff. But what is she telling me to do? Honey, 6 months vacation. You need to start packing pretty soon. Get started. When does a quick start? When does a 10 in quick start pack for the vacation? Right? The car is pulling into the driveway to take us to the airport, and I am throwing random articles of clothing, and I freaked her out. I went into the laundry room, and out of the laundry pile, I pick up a pair of shorts, and I go, smell these. Do you think they're too dirty? I don't know. I'm taking these too, okay? You want to see a freak out? She got so pissed off at me. On an instinctive level, she got to the airport and she changed her seat on the plane. And I said, what the hell did you do? What are you doing? She goes, I can't start this vacation by looking at you. You think I'm joking? You think this is a joke? You got to meet my wife. If you ever meet my wife, you'll understand immediately what a gigantic pain in the ass she is. No, no. Rebecca, I love you. You know that I love you, okay? She's a wonderful woman, and thank God that somebody married me. I mean, you know, you got to be kidding. I mean, look at me. I'm a hot mess. It's insane. All right, I'm done. I got zeros up here. So look, last message. There's so much to talk about. I could go on all day. What are you doing for the rest of the day? Stick around. I mean, I'll just keep talking. What, are you going to go play golf? What a mess out there. It's a nightmare. Gorgeous place. I want to thank American Equity. They've been a fantastic partner. I think they have some sense that my message is somewhat aligned with what you do. Is that possible? Okay? Thank you. No. I am a relatively recent convert to this protection message. Having come from Wall Street, which is the enemy for the most part, I now realize that we're put on this earth to help people, not to sell them stuff. Those days are gone. I'm put here also now to help you understand that you are so much more valuable than you may think you are. We get beaten up in this profession a lot. It's natural, okay? Everybody's coming after us. They threw the DOL thing at us. It went away. It's coming back. Mark my words, fiduciary is not going away. It's going to be here for a long time. You have a competitive advantage. You have a product advantage, a solution advantage that your competitors don't have. You've got a partner firm that I've never seen a firm do the things that I've seen them do in my 35 years, and I am proud to be part of this. I am here to help you, and whatever help you need, you reach out to me and you get it, okay? It's that simple, because I only got a few days left on this planet, and I'm going to give as much help as I possibly can. Thank you for today. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Save some lives. Thank you. Thank you. Sit down. Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thank you. I was only kidding, by the way. You know that.